Yeah, tune in, tune in, tune in. Hey, hey, as you already know, man, go subscribe to my follow me on Rumble. On Rumble. Hold on, let me bring it up for you. Go follow my Rumble. Pat23 on Rumble. After a while, I'm only gonna put exclusive content on Rumble because some of the stuff is really, really, even though all of it's controversial, some of it is a little bit too touchy for YouTube. So go check out my Rumble. Go follow me on Rumble. I got a bunch of content up on Rumble, bunch of it. So come on, tap in, tap in. We about to get into this first video. I know it's early. All right, let's get into this video. Andrew Tate reacts to Lil Nas X calling him out.
Across America, women's rights are being stripped away. But here in Connecticut, I will always protect a woman's right to choose. That's why you must make your plans to vote today. I'm Ned Lamont, and I approve this message.
Hey, it's Adam from StreamYard. We have an exciting new feature to announce called Green Room, which is now available.
Your favorite rapper shouted you out. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did see
Your
it.
favorite rapper. That rapper who you super like.
He's not my favorite rapper.
He is your favorite rapper. I think he is.
So it's here.
Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X shouted me out.
Your favorite rapper.
Yeah, the
Hey, chat. I think he hit him up on Twitter. He commented about the Piers Morgan's interview on Twitter, and it says right here, Andrew Tate, please stop mentioning me. I'm never gonna let you smash.
Piers Morgan interview is currently going mad.
Who would want to smash that? Come on, like, I swear, like, God strike us down. I swear to God, like, that is crazy. Like, that's your comeback. Just say, please stop talking about me. That's all you had to say is, please stop talking about me. Come on.
Massive. And in the Piers Morgan interview, I said people like Lil Nas X are more detrimental to the world than me because he was literally twerking on the devil.
I'm certainly not the worst influence out here, Piers. You have Lil Nas twerking on the devil on music videos, which our children are digesting.
And I don't know why people.
Yo, chat. Who stuff is more worse for the young people? You got Lil Nas X twerking on the devil, and you got Andrew Tate. I believe, as a Christian, it's some stuff you just should not do. It's something like certain things you should not touch. You should not try to remake. You should not try to make edgy. You should not do. Just as a Christian man, you just don't do that. Like, I think like all Americans do that. It's just like, you know what I'm trying to say.
We're trying to pretend that I'm the most difficult and dangerous man in the world for some reason when people like him are propagating that to the youth of today. They were saying that my content can be misunderstood by the youth. And I said, well, all content can be misunderstood by the youth, but there are people just as famous as me who are doing things which I truly believe are genuinely detrimental. And Lil Nas, he did some tweet saying, bro, stop talking about me. I'm not going to let you smash. Lil Nas, I don't want to have sex with you because I'm not homosexual. The point I'm trying to make is, my friend, and this is genuine. This is not an insult. This is a genuine conversation I want to have with you. You may think it's artistic and you may think it's cool, but doggy style sex with the devil is nothing other than degenerate. And I know when you're young, you may think that those kind of things are like, here we go. You may think those kind of things are edgy. And it's
Chat, ain't no way. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way this is okay. And we're gonna act like this shit's okay. Ain't no way. This thing is definitely not okay. Like 100% not okay. I don't care what nobody says. It's not. Like, it's not. You could have found a better video, a different video. Like, bro, that's crazy. And people think this shit's cool. No.
It's important that we break social stereotypes. It's actually disgusting, and there's no need to insult Christianity like that, and there's also no need to worship the devil like that. Nothing good can come from being an absolute degenerate and thinking that having anal sex, doggy style with the devil is somehow good for the world. This is not about gay. It's not about straight. I wouldn't have sex with a female devil.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have sex with a female. He's young. That's why.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have sex with a female devil. I have massive influence. I would never promote Satanism. I would never promote anything to do with the devil. I think that doing that is largely and absolutely irresponsible. And let me tell you what's actually cool. Nas X or Lil Nas X. What's cool is promoting people to be good to each other and to be nice to each other. And you can sit here and say, well, I'm intolerant because I'm not tolerant of you having sex with the devil. The devil in and of himself is an intolerant being. If you believe in tolerance, you must believe in God. You can't be out here promoting these things. What you're doing is genuinely disgusting. And what's happened is this. He didn't come up with this idea. Someone above him came up with this idea. Some artistic producer, some record producer, someone came to him and said, this is going to be cool. This is going to break the internet.
21.
You're young.
Impressionable.
You're young. He's impressionable. You're going to have sex with the devil. This is going to break the internet. And he's too young to know any better. So he did it. And my advice to you, Lil Nas X, is that you're going to have a legacy because you're a famous person. You live in a very special life. You're going to be remembered.
Yeah, but you want to leave a good imprint on the world. You don't want to be promoting degenerate shit. Like, a lot of kids are going to watch that and be like, Lil Nas working on the devil, why can't I? Come on, bro. You know better than that. You know better than that. It's a bunch of kids out there that's want to be just like you, and you out there promoting dumb shit like that. Just like I seen the baby was on a cross trying to pose as Jesus Christ getting stoned. Like, that is some stuff you just don't do over. You just don't do. You're just not supposed to touch that type of stuff. Like, it's very disrespectful. And I don't know why y'all don't like understand, like, in your mind, like, oh, especially rappers, like, oh, I shouldn't do this because this is definitely wrong. Like, this hurt kids from generations. And y'all talking about Tate, a bad influence. Come on, I better stop it.
Remembered for a very long time. You don't want to be remembered for these things. You want to be remembered for your kindness and your grace. And when people come to you and try and use you and abuse you because of your naivety, because you're young, and say, have sex with the devil on camera because they have ulterior motives, you need to sit up and say, no, I don't think my young children fans need to see me having anal sex with the devil. I think that's a bad thing to do.
And I can interject right here by saying, Old Town Road was a banger. It was a banger, and there was nothing degenerate in that video or about it. It was playing from the United States.
No, chat. Everybody know about Old Town Road. That shit was fire. That shit's fire, bro. You could make good music. You could make good music without disrespecting Christianity or just religious beliefs and all, like, because all the religious beliefs that's disrespectful. It's just in all the books. It's in everybody's head. Come on.
To South Korea, I heard that song everywhere. I enjoyed that song. You obviously have the talent. There's no need for this kind of behavior. There's no need. So please clean your act up.
Don't let them abuse you because they're going to convince you that it's artistic or it's funny. It's not funny. There's nothing cool about that. And that's what I'm saying. That kind of content's genuinely dangerous. That kind of content's the kind of stuff you don't want children seeing. And that's why, I mean, his reply is something about how I'm obsessed with him and when I have sex with him. I didn't even mention the guy. I'm just giving him advice as an older man to a younger man.
Great.
You're being used to promote Satanism. And the reason they are trying to promote Satanism is the same reason they're trying to promote a bunch of other things. They want to destroy all morality.
Question, Greater New Haven area, are you a fan of Joe Rogan? And did you catch his video where he said the sensory...
They want to destroy all morality on nearly every level by destroying the baseline of morality amongst the populace. It allows you to be completely open to the slave mind programming. They're trying to empty your brain. If you have morals, if you have things you believe in, if you believe in certain actions and acting and conducting yourself in a certain way, when they try and come at you with the slave mind programming, there's a certain amount of programming you're going to reject because it's going to go against your morals. It's going to go against your morality. By destroying all of that, by saying you have no morals, you don't believe in anything, nothing you think is wrong is real.
Even if you don't have any beliefs, you should still be respectful for other people's beliefs. Like, or if you believe in such and such, say I'm a Christian, I still have respect for Jews, or I still have respect for Muslims. Even though we might have different beliefs, you still respect other people's beliefs. Like, that's just part of being a good person.
That's all stereotypes. That's all intolerance. Let's completely empty your brain. They want to empty your brain so they can inject new programming. That's it. You need to have some morals to stand on.
I wish him the best of luck.
And that's the thing. That's why people don't understand why they're out here trying to destroy morality. They're trying to convince women to be promiscuous. They're trying to convince men to be weak. They're trying to convince you not to believe in God, trying to convince you the devil is good. They're trying to convince you all of these things because then you have no baseline. Let's look at me, right? Take away religion. I believe in strength. I believe in being as strong as I can mentally and physically. They don't like that because by believing in that, when you come along and tell me a lie, I'm prepared to stand up and say, no, I don't believe you. My mind is too strong and my body is strong enough to fight you. I don't believe your lie. They don't.
That's why y'all gotta get in the gym, man. Y'all gotta get in the gym. Ladies, get in the gym, hit them squats, work on yourself. Don't get plastic put in your butt, in your tits, don't in your lips. Come on, stop it. Men, listen, guys, you better start doing push-ups, man. Women shouldn't even take you if I can't do a push-up, to be honest. I want no fat fucker.
They don't want that. They want you weak, depressed, empty for programming. They don't want you to believe in God. That's why they promote the devil. They don't want you to believe in harmonious the sanctity of marriage. They don't want you to believe in having a woman that you truly love and care about. No, they believe in women just sleeping with everybody. You just sleeping with everybody. Absolute degeneracy. Because if you don't care about anyone else, why would you stand up and revolt? Why would you stand up and protect society when you don't care about anyone but your self? They're trying to obsess you with selfishness. It is all a scam. And Lil Nas X doesn't even realize any of this. He's too ignorant to understand why they're telling him to the devil for kids to watch. They're doing it because they don't want the children to grow up with immorality. And you are part of that. And that's going to be your legacy if you don't snap out of it. You're better than that as a person. I believe.
Old Town Road, man. I'm telling you.
Truly, I don't believe Lil Nas X is truly evil. I think he's ignorant and he's being used by people above who are truly evil. And he needs to stand there and realize that he is a pawn in a game. And he needs to be smarter than that and be a positive influence for all of his young fans. That's the dangerous on the internet, not what I'm saying.
Agreed. And we've had plenty of opportunities to sell our soul ourselves. It was funny. I was listening to Cat Williams talk. Cat Williams was talking about other comedians and how they sold their souls out to the devil. I mean, there are certain people like Jim Jeffries who completely changed his act and completely changed everything.
Jim Jeffries, he did a 180.
He did a 180.
Wow.
Sold his soul.
Full liberal for money.
See, now
complete coward.
Cat Williams was saying it. Cat Williams was like, listen, people like Dave Chappelle, he lives in Oklahoma on a farm for a reason. He's not interested in there.
Shit, I ain't even gonna lie, Chad. If I was a millionaire, I'd probably live on a farm, just in a box house, man. Just a bunch of land, bunch of cars, just like stay away from everybody. Just stay away from everybody, man. I know a lot of people. They always say you move to LA, and it's just like weird. It's just like Hollywood's weird. But don't sell your morals, man. Don't sell your morals ever, because if you do sell out on your morals, especially for some money, you're gonna be like, damn, it's gonna bother you deep down. You're gonna be like, damn, I shouldn't have did this. That was wrong. Like, I feel bad about myself.
He walked away from their. I had to make fun of their, and then they came at me, and now I've got a little bit of respect for them. So there are people in this world who don't sell their soul. Shout out to Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, etc. But man, to watch other comedians do it is ridiculous. And even at the point that we're getting at in fame, the offers that are coming along to promote certain things, I don't know if we want to say them. I don't think we should, but we've been offered tens of millions of dollars to promote certain things that we believe are going to influence the youth in a negative way. And what have we said?
No,
never.
They've tried from simple things like crypto pump and dump scams, and I refuse to have a single person who is a fan of mine lose money because I made money. If you buy one of my products, it's going to make your life better. I'm not going to sit here and promote some coin knowing that some people are going to win, but some poor innocent guy is going to believe in me, put his last money in, and it's going to dump and he's going to lose. Yeah. I'm not Logan Paul. I don't do pump and dump crypto scams. I'm not Jake Paul with his lying.
Hey, yeah, that's crazy, because I was just watching about Logan Paul's NFTs, how you're selling NFTs for hundreds of thousands of like a crypto, and now they're probably worth like $100 like $100, like $100, $200, $500.
NFTs. I'm not these clowns. I'm a person of integrity who doesn't need money. I will not let a single person who believes in me lose money because of my words. I refuse to sit here and sell you guys to gamble. I refuse to sit here and sell you trash energy drinks. I refuse to sit and sell you bad food. I refuse to sit and sell crypto pump and dumps. I refuse to sell any bull. I will not sell my soul. That's it. If you believe in Tate, your life is going to get better. Every single one of my fans is going to have a better life for listening to me. Their mind's going to be stronger. Their wallet's going to be stronger. Their body's going to be stronger. I want people to walk down the street and look at a guy who's clearly winning in life, getting out of the Lamborghini with a bunch of muscles and a hot and go, that is an Andrew Tate fan. Yeah. I don't want anything negative attached to my name. I will not sell my soul for money. And I don't give a what organization came along for $500 million. I would not a female devil, no matter how beautiful she is, on any video ever, because it is detrimental to society. It's disgusting in the face of God. I know I'm a positive force for the world. The reason I know I'm a positive force for the world is because of the way they attacked me. They wouldn't attack me this way unless I was a good force for the world. The way they've tried to destroy me is satanic in and of itself, because they know that I'm a good person and they don't want me out here teaching morality. That's why they're trying to get rid of me.
If you want to see more of it,
Chat, how y'all feel about that, man? I think he's right on the money. How y'all feel about that, chat? What y'all want to get into next? What y'all want to get into next? I got something else actually that I was interested in. Let me check. Let me see if it's still here. They might have took it down. You know how they be. Let me check. It's about Donald Trump. All right, we back in. We back on.
Senator George Cabrera has always been a fighter, and he wins by working a...
Chat, we all know Donald Trump had a raid. He had a subpoena for January 6th investigation. They ran in his house. They raided his house for some found some paperwork that he was supposed to return to the White House, but he didn't. So this is it. This is them talking about it.
And now to the latest in the investigation into the January 6th riot at the Capitol. The House Select Committee investigating the January 6th insurrection voted unanimously to...
Chat, we all know CBS. We all know all the news channels are corrupt. Come on. We all know they're corrupt. We know they report on stuff they want to report, so they'll shift the narrative. If they'll leave something out of it if they feel like if it helps them in business. This is how they all work.
Subpoena former President Trump. This morning, CBS News' Natalie Brand is in D.C. with more on what was revealed in what could be the last public hearing for the January 6th committee. Natalie, good morning.
Good morning, Mayor.
Oh no, the January 6th thing. January 6th is when they ran to the White House. That's what that was. The Capitol building.
Well, the 9 members of the Select Committee took turns yesterday presenting what could be considered their closing arguments, but they also made clear their work here isn't finished. As you mentioned, they want to hear from former President Trump directly. The chair of the committee saying this is about accountability.
Trump gonna say they're just trying to target him. That's the truth. That's it. They're just gonna try to target him. They're gonna act like. Listen, because I might get this video might get taken down, but so I'm gonna just let them talk. I'm gonna let them talk, all right? But he ain't never tell them visually like had told them to do that with his own words. He did not tell them to do that.
The resolution is agreed to.
The House committee investigating the January 6th Capitol attack ended what could be its final public hearing with a unanimous vote to subpoena testimony from former President Trump himself.
We have sufficient information to consider criminal referrals for multiple individuals, but a key task remains. We must seek the testimony under oath of January 6th central player.
Afterwards, the former president lashed out on social media asking why he wasn't asked months ago and saying the committee is, quote, a total bust that has only served to further divide the country. The dramatic hearing featured more video testimony from former top White House aides who recalled Trump's private acknowledgments that he lost the 2020 election.
He had said something to the effect of, I don't want people to know we lost Mark. This is embarrassing.
And also never seen before footage of congressional leaders pleading for help as the chaos unfolded.
Why don't you get the president to tell them to leave the Capitol, Mr. Attorney General?
Lawmakers also put the spotlight on the U.S. Secret Service, presenting new evidence that they say shows agents were aware of threats of violence before the Capitol assault.
California Democrat Adam Schiff read some of the alerts the agents were getting as much as a week and a half before the attack.
They think that they will have a large enough group to march into D.C. armed and will outnumber the police so they can't be stopped. Their plan is to literally kill people.
A final report of the panel's findings is expected by
Chat. I don't know who said that. Is that a message? Someone sent that in messages or something like that, and they have it, or is that just someone's thoughts or ideas? Like, listen, take the news with a grain of salt, man. Take the news. Take all these news networks with a grain of salt. CBS, CNC, whatever, Fox News. Take them all with a grain of salt, man. Don't, because they be trying to shift the narrative. All this stuff don't even be right. Some of the stuff they don't show, they don't talk about, like a lot of the important stuff going on in the world. They miss over it. They shoot for one narrative that be wrong and stuff like that. And we all know this. These things be like controlled by the Democratic Party, really.
by the end of the year.
Greater violence.
Now, following yesterday's hearing, Chair Benny Thompson told reporters that he hopes Trump testifies before the panel in person. When asked what happens if this turns into a legal fight in court, Chair Thompson said, let's see what happens here. Former President Trump, meanwhile, has said he's going to put out a response by 8 a.m. this morning. Also worth noting, the committee says it may still subpoena additional witnesses, including members of the U.S. Secret Service. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But a reminder that the panel has to wrap up its work by the end of the year. I'll send it back to you.
Chat. Listen, all this stuff surrounding Trump, man. I don't know. Like, I never seen this. They go do this for one president ever in my life. And Trump probably been the most outspoken president than all of them. He's the man that says how he feels. He doesn't hold it back. And that's why I like that about him. He keeps it real. He's going to keep it 100. If he's not feeling something, he's going to say, I'm not feeling this. This is bull. This is not right. Or, yeah, he just keep it. It's crazy how they got all of this. Like, I ain't never seen this. And if he does go, if something happens and he does go, gets incarcerated, goes to jail, the other countries will laugh at this. They'll laugh. He'll be like, this will be a highlight in every other country. They'll look down upon the U.S. Oh, you got a corrupt president. Even though other countries have corrupt presidents, they don't take it that far because it makes the country look bad. So I believe like this is bad for the U.S. like, in my opinion.
Natalie, thank you for your live report from the Capitol.
YouTube, this is just my opinion. These are not facts. I'm not telling people how to think. I'm not telling this the truth. I'm just saying people listen and make your own decision. I think they feeling that. We get into one more. We get into something else. Let's get into Candace Owens and her Black Lives Matter documentary. Let's get it. She reacts to it. If y'all didn't know, she dropped the Black Lives Matter response. Black Lives Matter reacts to Candace Owens reacts to BLM response to her documentary. So she has a documentary exposing all the stuff that they were doing, showing that they are not right, that people are believing in this foundation where they're making hundreds, it said like $80 million, and they haven't gave back to one colored family, one minority. They're buying strippers. They're buying strippers, hotline services and stuff like that, but they're not giving back. They haven't given back to George Floyd. And that was the biggest, the biggest money, most money they collected at once. They haven't done a lot of stuff. It's just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's why I don't believe in these charities. I do not believe in this. Like, why would you give to a charity? Say there was a kid. There's kids trying to go to college, and you're giving to a charity that you don't know where the money goes to. Why wouldn't I just put this kid through college and pay for it myself? Put these 2 or 3 kids through college myself, and I know where the money went. Like, why can't I do that? And you can still write it off. Even if you have like an LLC, you can still write it off because you're giving money away. It doesn't have to be to charity. I don't know where the charity money goes to.
So Black Lives Matter released their 990 IRS filings. They collected $80 million. Where is that money?
It's not here. Everything looks worse than it was.
Where have you seen that money impacted throughout the city? So my producer just sent me a link. It is just shocking to me because of how much money was raised to think that where he lived, the bills weren't being covered. Super frustrating, but that's dead end. So, and here's where it gets really interesting. Ready for some BLM pride? Another $200K went to escorts, BDSM workers, strippers, peep show workers, phone sex operators, and webcam performers. And then at that moment, it became personal. And I thought, not only am I going to say the truth, I am going to scream the truth louder than you can scream the lies. It's incredible that the majority of the world hasn't seen this. All right, guys, it's time for some questions.
Yo, chat, that was crazy. That's intense. Yo, she's a good journalist. I give it to her. She's a good journalist. She's very edgy. She has a lot of targets on her back though, but I fuck with her. Chat, y'all like her message?
First up, Candace, what is your response to Black Lives Matter's tweets about your documentary? Here are the tweets. They read, today or someday soon, Candace Owens will release a purported documentary that will attempt to further divide Black people and uplift white supremacy. We will continue investing.
Nah, man, I don't. She definitely don't know about that, but the white supremacy. But y'all are very on some. Y'all on some bull. You haven't given back to one person. Have one person come forward. Have somebody come forward and say you have given back to them. You changed it like that. You haven't paid these strippers and stuff like that. I need to see this. I've been doing a hoax. You're not pushing that BLM stuff on me. I'm a black man. That stuff is not flying. I believe the stuff that is going on in the country is wrong, but we should not use it as a race thing because I believe this Hispanic kid just got shot in his car, 17-year-old Ian McDonald's. So it's not a race thing. It's an injustice thing. It's an injustice. Just say we want justice. I think we want justice should be the main thing. Stop saying Black Lives Matter because all lives matter. All lives matter. What makes a Black Lives Matter more important than a white life or a Mexican life, a Puerto Rican life? All lives matter, and justice comes in every way, in every different way. And to be honest, the statistics show cops kill more Caucasian people than anybody in the world. That's just them. That's just how it is. So I need to see the facts. Because all lives do matter. And it just push. Listen, man, just push for injustice, man. Just say we want justice. We want justice, man. That's it. We just want justice. Let me chill out. I'm going too hard.
Our community to turn the moral tide of the world against policing, jails, prisons, and violence. We will continue to ensure the narratives around the globe are as abolitionist and Black as possible. And we will continue to create structures that allow for the fullness of Black joy to be experienced. I love that so much. I mean, this just is exactly what I wanted. I put pressure on them. They gave a statement. What the statement actually worked to do was to fire people even more up about the documentary because they realized that BLM was scared. That Patrisse is in hiding. She's deleted all of her socials. They're coming out to preempt people. We don't care what Candace says in this so-called documentary. We're still going to do what we do best, which is scam people, which my documentary proved. It has nothing to do with Black America at all.
Hold on, chat.
We were just their plot line, so they could line their own pockets, and so they could ruin Black American communities. And every single person that watches the documentary will understand that. So please, Black Lives Matter, feel free to continue the free promotion of this amazing documentary. I love it. I love it. It is exactly, as I said, what we were seeking to accomplish. Next question. Do you talk much about your Caribbean roots? We know about your grandfather being an amazing man working as a sharecropper. What about your island family? Care to share? Do you visit them often? Actually, the last trip that my grandfather and I did when he was alive was last year, and the entire family went to St. Thomas, and we rented a house and got to spend that last time with him. I do talk a lot about my Caribbean roots. I guess I could talk more about it. I definitely spoke about it in my book because my grandparents had such an amazing impact on my life. My grandmother is from St. Thomas, and in fact, it's so funny that people are so stupid that online, one of the themes against me is Candace isn't even Black American. She's from the Caribbean. It's like, no, I have one grandparent that is from the Caribbean, and I have one grandparent that's from a sharecropping farm in the South. So it's just utterly stupid to suggest that I'm not Black American when I am American. I was born in this country.
People be trying to take. Listen, man. Listen. It's always that was a comment from a Black person. Of course, that was a comment from a Black person. Oh, you're not Black enough. Like what? Like what? That's crazy. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense, bro. Stop. Y'all need to.
But yeah, I actually, and this is a fact, Caribbean Americans are a more successful group of people. So I think that it must be my Caribbean roots that compels me not to accept narratives that are given to me by the media. I really do believe that there's something about Caribbeans that we're less inclined to believe a lot of the lies. And that's also true of true African Americans, not Black Americans, but African Americans. When we have immigrants, they're an incredibly successful group. Caribbean Americans and true African Americans are successful when they come here. And that is because maybe we just perceive this to be a land of opportunity and we don't allow these oppression narratives to work on us. So I have a lot of Caribbean pride. And I also think Rihanna's a vibe. Just wanted to say that. I think Nicki Minaj is a vibe. And just wanted to say that. Caribbean girls, unite. Next.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. No. Yeah, I know who that's by.
Can you please elaborate on why you do not use MAC products? What products of MAC did you use and what did they do? I use MAC and I have found it burns my face. Looking for alternatives. Love you. From your biggest fan in Australia, Brie. I should elaborate on this. In fact, I should probably elaborate on this in front of the paywall because you know how girls are with their skin. And it is very important that we share the truth about products that are burning our skin. It was specifically the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. It gave me cystic acne. And then when it gave me cystic acne, I didn't know what it was. And actually my assistant at the time was like, she picked it up out of my thing after months of me like being so frustrated about the cystic acne. She said, "You're not using this, are you?" And I said, "Yeah, I am." And she said, "This is known to give you cystic acne." And then I went on YouTube and I found so many other people talking about how their Studio Fix Fluid had given them all of these breakouts. So I was horrified. I stopped using it and my acne corrected within a few months. But it is the devil. MAC Studio Fix Fluid is the devil. I honestly should do product reviews on my Instagram in the way that Bethany Frankel is doing hers, where she just uses products and is like, this is horrible, this is great. Because people need to know, because marketing in general can be such a lie and people just want to make a quick buck.
A lot of stuff do be a lie, but I thought like they could sue you if you say stuff like that, if it's incorrect or something like that. Like they could use it as I forgot the word, but they could sue you. I believe they could sue you for that, like talking down their product on a big platform. I think so.
But when it comes to your skin, it is a sin to be lied to. Like, it really is. Like, people that lie about skin products and force people to buy them or encourage people to buy it, and then it inspires like acne, like cystic acne. There's a special place in hell for people like that. What I use on my skin today, I do like NARS
This one for the ladies, man. Ladies, tap in. This for y'all. She dropping jewels for y'all.
products, so that's what I use on my personal, like when I'm traveling, when I get my makeup done by my makeup artist. She actually just this week started using Lady Gaga's new brand. I don't even know what it's called, but it works really well on my skin. I haven't had a breakout, so that's what I will share with you. I could talk about beauty products all day, but I know that there's a lot of men that are watching this that could not be less interested, so I'm gonna stop right there. Thank you for joining me today. Come back tomorrow for an all new episode. I will see you then.
I wonder, chat. I wonder what's her demographic. Like, what, like, who's the percentage that watch more of her demographic, of her audience? Chat. What y'all want to see? What y'all want to see next, man? What y'all want to see next? I might have something. I don't know. I might. Let's check this out. Let's check this out, chat. Y'all know what's y'all know about Tate Confidential, right? Y'all know about that. Let's see. Who am I following? My content. Hate speech. Hate speech, boy. Hate speech, boy. Chat, how y'all morning going, man? How's y'all morning going? We're gonna look at let's see how the Tate brothers been doing on Rumble. I'm trying to find him, but I can't find him nowhere. Or they're trying to block me. The Matrix is trying to get me. I'm too perspicacious. Tate Confidential. Chat's still not working, man. I don't know what happened to their videos, man. I don't know what happened to their videos, chat. The stuff is not trying to come up. Let me see. Let me see if I could go. You can't even find Tate Speech up here, chat. Tate Speech is wild. Like, you can't even find it up here. There's so many other fake pages up here. You can't even find it. All right, let's check this out. All right, chat, tap in. Tap in. Got something.
Daycare for all, $15 an hour, the biggest tax cut ever. We've made a lot of progress together, but the work's not done, and I need your vote to finish the job. So make your plan to vote today.
Get up out of here,
I'm
man.
Vermont, and I approve this
Y'all
message.
tune in. This is funny.
Women don't respect men with no hose. Bro, look a girl in
Why women don't respect men with no hose?
the eyes when you fuck her, tell you're gonna cheat on her. She loves it. Bro, man, they don't respect a man. They don't respect a man with no hose.
She goes on it. She was like, "Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You don't got no hoes. I don't want that nigga anyway.
You know,
no hoes, no me.
No woman wants.
She like no hoes, no me.
No woman wants the man that no other woman wants. So
that is true.
So women try this idea of, well, I want a man that I know all the women want, but then he doesn't want them back, and that ain't real, right? So the guys who that ain't real. So what I'm saying is, what Will Smith did is he put himself in the position where he had no power and he got abused. And my point is this: when I said that the idea of being with one woman forever is going to be torturous, I'm not even talking about the fact that I don't get sexual variety. I'm talking about the fact that I cannot see myself 5 years down the line being in a position of power within my own life and household. I want a position of power. If someone breaks, bro, if I'm walking down the street with my chick and someone pulls a weapon and I have to fucking deal with him and I end up getting a fucking manslaughter charge, for example, I don't want her she's gonna jump on a new dick and I'm gonna sell. No, I need to have a position of power and control, and I need to know she's loyal to me for life. That's what I want. That's what I enjoy. I want to walk in the house and say, "Dinner, bitch, where is it?" And not in a horrible way, in a "I love you so much."
Hey, chat. This is man. He's saying the funniest shit. But let me say this. Listen, he doesn't speak for everybody. Most people don't resonate with everything he says, but majority of it.
Call you bitch. Hey. Where the fuck's my food? I enjoy that position of power. You're not gonna have that if you ain't got hoes.
Hey, and I don't know how much you keep up with, like, pop culture when it comes to hip hop. So there's this rapper named The Baby. Okay. He had this girl, her name is Danny Lay, and recently hopped on live. She just had a baby by him. Okay. And he said to her, "I'm on live right now because she's trying to be all violent or whatever, but really I want her to get the fuck out of my house." Yeah. And her response was, "Oh, you want me to leave? But I just had your baby a couple of weeks ago. You want to go fuck other women, this and third." And I was talking to a friend of mine who essentially, I'm telling women, like, if you're with a guy who owns his place, I own my house. Yep. If a woman comes over for a month, 2 months, at some point you're squatting. Yep. You're intruding on my space. Yep. And it's very normal, at least for me, to be like, "Hey, I've enjoyed your time, this and third, but you need to go." Yeah. And women,
how y'all feel about that? I never seen an interview.
Somehow seem like they believe it's not a feasible demand to say you have to go when you don't necessarily. You're living with that guy,
bro. It's their we have to understand. There's so much human nature which is biologically driven. That's their biological imperative. X guy fucked me. Even if I'm not pregnant, I could be pregnant. And biologically, right before birth control, if you get fucked, you might get pregnant. I could be pregnant. I'm not going to be able to survive out here in the world without a man to take care of me as a pregnant woman. He has this little house. I want to nest my ass in this house, keep the other chicks out. It's their biological imperative.
They're trying to take over the situation. They're trying to get take advantage of the situation. I do believe that's right though. About the girls want guys that have other girls that want them. Like, that's true. That's obviously true. That's why all these rappers, all these athletes get a bunch of girls. That's why they get these beautiful girls, because other girls want them. That's just the truth. So it's the same thing with guys with a lot of Instagram followers, a lot of Facebook interactions. You see them around a lot of girls. A lot of girls want them. That's just the truth.
It's number one, the thing they want to do. Of course it is. You have to recognize what they're doing.
I've been having so many arguments with women that say, "Hey, why would you go to a guy's house? He owns the house. Yeah. I like living alone." Yeah. A woman, a guy, I don't care, alien, right? I don't even got animals. They might piss me off. You have to go. Yeah. The only person guaranteed is me. Yeah. And women come up with these, well, why would she say that? Why would he?
Hey, yo, I would say from my experience, man, when you're with somebody, and y'all start living together, the relationship change. It changes a lot. you have more of the stardust in your eyes when you don't live together. So because after you've been away from each other for a while and you meet back up, the sex is amazing. The communication is amazing. You own each other like great. Like even if she spends the night for a couple nights, but space is a good thing. It definitely is.
Say that he loves her if he didn't want her to be around all the time. Why would he have a kid with her? And I'm like, do we have to distinguish between all these things?
Yeah.
It's if you go to stay at a man's place, I know for me, the time period of me know myself, it's about 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, I'm aggravated with you because I'm used to being by myself. I am self-sufficient. And other than you providing sex, I'm good. Which also these days sex is available everywhere.
That's right.
So now I don't need you. And at a certain point, I feel like you are imposing your stay upon me.
No, women impose all the time. I'll tell you another thing women do to impose.
How?
You know the number one thing women do that men don't identify? You know when bitches are starting arguments with you for no reason? Do you know why they do that?
Wow.
Have you ever seen a miserable, unhappy motherfucker get laid? I'm asking you. Because they're like, oh, you're going out. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Like, now you're in a bad mood.
Yeah.
You're at the club, like, oh, you know, I'm a bit tired, and this bitch pissed me off. You ain't getting pussy that way. You get happy dudes get pussy because you're part of the game, right? You're having fun. So they'll detract you from your life. They have a lot of strategies they'll do to make sure you don't get
Wait,
pussy.
you think women are fucking just bogging down on dudes?
100%. They're trying to fucking get the claws in. Why wouldn't they? That's their biological imperative. I need this man to survive if I get pregnant, or I'm literally going to die in the street. No other man's going to accept me. I need him. I can't have him running around the club talking to a bunch of other sexy girls. I need to piss his.
When he says a biological imperative, he's saying something that is subconscious. Like you don't know. Like they don't know what's going on. Subconsciously, like they just do it without knowing they do it. Like it's just natural. It's just natural thing.
His ass off, ruin his time, text him, distract him, be in his house so he can't bring the bitches back. They'll try anything. That's their biological imperative.
That last part, when talking about that particular situation, that's what I really think.
Yeah.
The dude wanted to bring back bitches to his house.
Of course he did.
The bitches are probably saying, well, you told me you're not with your baby mama. Why can't we go back to your crib?
Correct.
She's squatting.
Correct.
She doesn't want to leave.
Yeah.
Now, he has no relationship with her, but she's using these other things. Well, I just had your kid. You want me to leave? Well, if you want me to leave, I'm going to make you seem like a horrible father because you want me to leave with your newborn child. It's like she's unwilling to accept the fact that, yeah, he might fuck with you and love you, whatever the case is, but right now he wants his crib to go fuck with the new hoes. But it sounds bad. You can't say that.
It's true.
Yo, you can't say that out loud. You can't say that out loud, man.
It's true.
It sounds horrible.
I think if you were to honestly sit most men down and they were honest and they weren't worried about what society would think of them, right? Let's say it was a double-blind trial. They could tick a box and they'd say, look, traditional family life, one woman for the rest of your life. You stay at home. You're home every day at 5 o'clock. You play with the kids, though. You're a good husband, da-da-da. Or 10 sons, 10 baby mamas. You see them all when you want. You're you're cordial with the women. You get along with them. You get to see your children when you decide. The rest of the time, you're a free agent. You want your fucking young pussy. I think a lot of men would be ticking that baby mama box. You wouldn't believe it. I think nearly most men. I think most men who are truly honest with themselves go, look, I get more kids. I want more. You know, I get more of them. I get more love in my life because one of them's slow, right? I want 10 boys, right? I want 10 boys.
Yeah.
I get them from a bunch of women. And then even truthfully, if you were to tell me now to make that choice and there's.
I don't know about that. Chad, I don't know about that one because the kids are good. Like dealing with the kids is the women. You deal with the baby mamas. You deal with the baby mama. They're a fucking headache. This is a fucking headache. Just all the time. It's a headache. Like.
I say, well, if you get these 10 baby mamas, 3 of them are going to stay loyal to you, but 7 of them are going to get some new boyfriend. Some other guys will be driving Johnny to school. But I ain't doing it. Someone's got to do it. So you want to go drive little Tate to school? Bro, like, have fun, my G. I have no beef with you. Like, I'm not going to be like, hey, man, stay away. I'll be like, hey, yeah, bro, keep being a good dad. I'm in Miami. I don't give a fuck. So, bro, this is the nature of the game. Male men, if we're.
The reason I put Legion.
Yo, chat, that was funny as hell. Keep driving little Tate to school. That was funny. Hey, yo, chat, man. Good stream. I'll be back with y'all later tonight, man.